Hey guys, welcome into another weekly portfolio update. Figured I'd start off with the thumbnail up front. I put a lot of info into the thumbnail, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of illegible for anyone looking at it because some of these numbers are quite small, so I figured I'd try and start checking this up at the start of every episode. So yeah, down the stock portfolio is down $1,179 this week. So my all-time loss is $6,131 or 10.7%. You can see my past year's performance relative to the markets, S&P 500, sorry. So absolutely terrible. About 1 year ago today, I was up around $17,000, now down $6,000, so around $23,000 down over the past 1 year. My house still worth 620k. My entire net worth has gone down 1k this week and it's at 307k. And my crypto portfolio is down $470 from last week. So moving into stocks here. So made a couple of moves in stocks this week. There were some quite large negative days. So I deposited $1,000 into my account when stocks started heading down, and then I bought $200 of Palantir at $10.75. So pretty close to as low as it went this week, at least close enough for me. And next was $130 of Honest at $5.50, which again is pretty much as low as it went this week. You can't even see it on the 5-day graph, but it did get down to $5.50 somewhere in here. Maybe it wasn't Friday, but I definitely got it through $5.50. Says in here. Fact check that because it doesn't look like they even hit that low. Sorry, $5.56. There we go. Still pretty much the low that it went to that day. $5.55 was as low as it got, so pretty good. And it's pretty much exactly what it closed at. Yeah, so just those two buys for this week, so just a small amount of buying. But still got another 500 New Zealand dollars in cash in the portfolio, ready to deploy. $506 ready to deploy next week if there's any more weakness in the market. Fast running out of cash supply, so don't want to keep putting heaps of money in, and still trying to put some money towards crypto mining as well. So there's that. So if we go through, there was 3 of my stocks that reported earnings this week. They just got absolutely devastated. So down 12.8%, 12.7%, and 15.88%. Palantir is my third largest position in this portfolio, so this moved down from 22% down since just before earnings. That's a huge move for a large position of mine. That wasn't so great. They obviously adjusted future guidance, as did Fiverr. So Fiverr, there was a bit of wishy-washiness here, moving up and down. I don't really know why, to be honest, but 20% down since like the week high. So Fiverr also getting absolutely destroyed, along with Matterport from the week's high, down 18.5%. Probably not going to buy the dip on Matterport just because it's in my Interactive Brokers account and it makes it kind of difficult. Don't like doing anything less than a 1k purchase in that account, just because it's hard to deposit money into and takes a few days, and it's just the 2 positions, this one and Planet 13, in that portfolio. I will be trying to buy the dip on Palantir, as I already chucked $200 onto it so far, but I feel like it could continue to trend down, as that's just what the market's doing at the moment. Like all the stocks that get massive hits on earnings continue to trend down for like a while after it, as opposed to being all priced in immediately. Yeah, I don't know about Fiverr, whether I'll add. There's just too many other stocks for me to add money to that I don't know if I'll be able to get any more into Fiverr. Just looking at what the market did this week, so S&P 500 down 1.4%, Russell down 1%, and Nasdaq down 1.6%. So again, the Russell is slightly outperforming. It hasn't gone down as much as the other two this week, so another good sign that the Russell is going to start moving back into line with fair valuations, as opposed to being ridiculously undervalued at the moment, as you can see here. So S&P 600 small caps, obviously it's not the Russell, but it's as close as you can get in these charts. We are very undervalued. I mean, if you zoom in here, you can see that we have started moving back up a little bit from the lows, but yeah, we're still heavily undervalued. This is just like the first small move upward in terms of forward PE. Yeah, forward PE ratios. So yeah, same thing on the mid caps. And so what we're wanting to see is this come down. The lower the large caps, in my opinion, the lower the large caps move, the less chance we have for more downward move in the market, which kind of sounds silly when you put it like that, like the market has to move down for it to stop moving down. But what I mean by that is, like, if the large caps start moving down to somewhere where they're in a fair value territory, then it could shift market sentiment to not being so scared, I suppose. It could get rid of some fear in the market because there's not as far to fall. Whereas like the stocks down here, the small caps, they're just getting beat up because the whole market is moving downwards, and they're just getting dragged down with it. Like, it's nothing to do with fundamentals of these companies. It's just they're getting hammered because that's what's happening in the market. Yeah, so that's pretty much what the indexes are doing. Onto my largest positions. So yeah, Tattooed Chef actually had a good week, 3.6%. Finally moving off of that like $12 or under, getting out of the under $12 range. So I won't be adding to it unless it falls to below $12 again, probably. Although it's still absolutely great value. I just have to start being really picking and choosing where I put my cash, and this is already such a large position. So yeah, I need to be careful how much money I put into each individual stock. Absolutely amazing week for Corsair Gaming, 9.11% up this week, which is awesome. Onto Honest was the other one I bought, so it was no real news out for Honest this week, just pretty much 4% move down, or from the week highs, 8.3% down. Yeah, so I built a bit more of Honest. And yeah, this is the next week, so coming up. The one circled in red, obviously, the stocks that I own, so SPCE, Coinbase, and Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat could have an effect on Tattooed Chef when they report, so that'll be one to watch, as well as the fact that I own Beyond Meat as well. Yeah, so SPCE is an extremely volatile stock, like one of the most volatile stocks I've ever owned. It's pretty crazy, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to that one. Could go either way. It has been pushed down a ridiculous amount, as has Beyond Meat. They've been getting destroyed, so the valuations are already like a lot down from what they were, so it will be very interesting to see what happens to them on earnings. But I don't really have predictions or anything. That's not my game. Short-term predictions aren't what I do. Yeah, onto crypto portfolio. So yeah, you can see it's down. We already discussed it's down this week. Bitcoin hovering around 40k, Ethereum to 27, 2700 roughly. Yeah, so my Ethereum holdings that I've mined, which I do not include in my net worth or anything. I don't include my cryptocurrency from mining, and I don't include any value for the mining hardware because there's a chance that it could all go to zero. Obviously that's the same with this crypto portfolio as well. Like it could pretty much, you know, fall like 80-90% or whatever, like the rest of it could. But yeah, I just don't include that stuff because I just feel it's like a very early stages kind of setup, and like I don't want to go counting on any money being made from it until it is like established. So like once I reach payoff, if all the rigs were paid off, then I might start including it in this, but it's probably a year and a half, 2 years away anyway, so don't need to think about that just yet. Yeah, so I'll show you the positions in my Shares account. So these are the same positions, just they're being consolidated over in the Yahoo Finance. Sorry, moving back to stocks, I forgot to show the positions here. So yeah, everything red. Yeah, we can close up everything to do with stocks now. So yeah, back to crypto. Yeah, pretty much moved down this week. Nothing huge on the news front. I did hear Vitalik Buterin made some comments about ETH moving to proof of stake, and he was talking like some people say June, some July, some August, and it was kind of a comment he made. It was very not specific, and it did kind of make it sound like ETH 2.0 might be getting extended, delayed. So yeah, there's that. Could help with the crypto mining that I'm doing. Also, so something that I did this week, so this is my test rig, my mining test rig. I swapped one of my 3080 Ti's for this 3080 full hash rate. Essentially this is an older version of a 3080 that doesn't have a limiter in it. NVIDIA started limiting their cards, so this one doesn't have it, so it can get all the way up to around 99 or something megahash with higher overclocks. So I've got it here at 98 at 210 watts, where it actually pulls 230 from the wall. So the 3080 Ti that I had was doing as much as 84 megahash at 280 watts. So this is way more efficient than that card was. So, but because the 3080 Ti is obviously a higher model, I was able to swap it with this one. Someone like swapped it without any cash either way. We just straight swapped for yeah. So I've done that with one of the cards. I still own one 3080 Ti here, so you can see this one's getting 80.5, gets up to like 82 megahash at 200 basically 280 watts. So and it does draw a little bit more from the wall, I believe. That's my least efficient card, so yeah, I want to cycle those ones out and get more efficient cards in order to decrease power and also increase my capability of having more cards running. So if I get rid of something that pulls 280 watts and I replace it with something that pulls 230, then I've got another 50 watts, so I could put another 6600 in the rig and draw that same power again, and I would have an extra almost 20 megahash from the changing card, and then another 29, so 49 megahash more in total for the exact same power draw. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do at the moment, just cycle into better mining cards, more efficient mining cards. Yeah, this card's in here instead of here at the moment, so showing a blank one. But yeah, at 826 megahash at the moment, and that's around $36 actually with Ethereum moving down this week, it's probably closer to like $32 a day or something. Just straight estimating that, because it's not worth doing the calculations every day, because they change on a daily basis. Just kind of keep an eye on the range that it stays within, and then I estimate based off of that it'll take me about 1.5 to 2 years in order to fully pay off my rigs. Unless we go through like an extremely bullish crypto cycle, in which case it could be a lot sooner than that. But yeah, so I've got, I believe I mentioned in past videos, I've got about 0.58 Ethereum sitting in my other wallet, and I got 0.25 here pretty much. So yeah, getting close to 1 full ETH in mining profits, but I will not be selling that because, well, not at the moment, because ETH is 2700. If it gets back up to 4k, then I'll think about it. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I've got for crypto mining. My house, same value, 620k, still getting $490 or $495, I believe, in rent per week, and my net worth 307k. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this week's portfolio update. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel, and have a great day. See ya.